In this multi-thematically and ideologically rich collection of poems in Cameroon Pidgin English, Hans Fonka represents, through apt imagery, a society that dabbles with issues of double standard, corruption, deceit, political vampirism, religious fanaticism, amongst others. Dei Don Breik combines both literary and linguistic genres, as Fonka uses one of the most widely used, yet the least orthographically developed Cameroonian language, to penetrate all the segments of society. By using Pidgin, he fosters and strengthens the view that Cameroon Pidgin English has a writing system that can be used for artistic venture.
People say she's crazy, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Well, that's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of your shoes.
Shaped by the poet's experience, Dei Don Breik paints a deplorable post-independence Cameroon marked by crisis resulting to man's insensitivity to human plight. The poet's use of subtle satire is meant to provoke a sense of consciousness in the various actors in society. In an interview with the poet, he explains his inspiration, audience, and diction.
My inspiration for this book came from a desire to add my voice by affirming the existence of an orthography of Cameroon Pidgin English, or what I call Cameroon Pidgin Creole. One of the major arguments anti-Pidgin scholars have put forth is the fact that Cameroon Pidgin Creole has no accepted writing system. This creative piece comes to point to the fact that all scholars may not accept a unique writing system, but we must acknowledge the fact that a writing system exists. The second thing that inspired this writing was the fact that Cameroon Pidgin Creole is a major lingua franca in this country, and most creative writers, especially Anglophones, use this language. But you hardly see creative written works entirely in this language. This attitude deprives a majority of speakers from enjoying these masterpieces in their own language. The inspiration was therefore to bring creative writing closer to a wider audience and to bridge the perceived elitist gap in creative writing. The educational community and researchers in particular, both in the language and literary fields, will find this book a veritable tool for research. Given that the poems handle a variety of societal issues, the civil society advocates are also targeted. The reason I have chosen to write in Pidgin, apart from what I have already said, are multidimensional. Firstly, Cameroon Pidgin Creole is a language that unites. It does not discriminate on the basis of educational or social status of its users. Everyone feels at home using it. Secondly, Pidgin is a simple to read, simple to write, and simple to speak language. With very little effort, everybody can read these poems and understand them. Lastly, I want to cause people to understand that creative writing can be done in Pidgin, and that the Cameroon Pidgin Creole has come to stay. We should accept it and dig the gold out of it.
She makes the sign of a teaspoon, he makes the sign of a wave. The poor boy changes clothes and he puts on aftershave to compensate for his ordinary shoes.
This landmark creative work comes from the backdrop of a tumultuous linguistic jilting, wherein Cameroon Pidgin Creole has undergone in the hands of its very users, who rob it of its functional prowess, but denies it of its much dignified status as a linguistic aperture that cannot be filled by any other language in Cameroon. Considering that this is a language that is spoken across the board in Cameroon, but unfortunately written in diverse orthographies, even in the same piece of works by the same authors, Dei Don Breik attempts a near unanimous phonemic orthography which does not only exemplify Cameroon Pidgin Creole as a stand-apart language, but as a recommended standard by its speakers. Dei Don Breik projects a new dawn for the most widely spoken language in Cameroon as a breakaway from shame, victimization, and rejection to the affirmation and acceptance. By presenting a spelling system that is completely independent, this book aims to change the wrong narrative that Cameroon Pidgin Creole is responsible for the poor mastery and use of English language. Rather, it can be used to create awareness, promote inclusion, as it identifies with all classes of people in the society and encourages creativity. Aye Brandon Kiven is a secondary school mathematics teacher and, of course, a literary critic. He teaches in Government Bilingual High School Pitua, Benua Division, North Region of Cameroon. He was longlisted for the 2019 Commonwealth Shorey Prize. I caught up with Aye Brandon, who explains in Pidgin English the thematic notions of the book.
Dei Don Breik na Hans Mbonwuh Fonka write am. He used na Cameroon Pidgin Creole. Inside the book, na 53 poems them. Them be about the way some people them, the robber waste them for mud, about war, about corruption, about politics, about suffer, about the way Anglophones them dey for Cameroon, about religion, about the war education system, and other important things them. Some of the poems them go make you be worried, some go make you vex, some go make you laugh, some go bring tears for your eye them, some go encourage you for not only the complain and complain. Plenty of the voices them for the poems get water for bitter leaf. The title for one of the poems na Pidgin, and a Pidgin self be the person where they talk. He talk how plenty people don't koshi. Say these people them, they talk say, he been a talk for people them way they no go school, for people them way they no get country talk. But he remind these people them, whether they rob ye for much say, they no fit ever destroy importance. The deep meaning for this poem be say, some of we don't rubbish were plenty good things them, like our tradition, like our culture. Say some of we the things say, same way come out different side, find pass our own. Say if we take our time, look around, we go see say, we get plenty fine things them. Pidgin the advice say, we will always appreciate the thing the way we get them. And say, we will not look down on other people, or their thing them, or their ways them. If the talk say, if we not change the way we think, we will remain for one place. Fonka touch on very important thing them. For chop at chop, the person where the talk cry say, country no fit go before when plenty people, then they check only about their belly. For some other poems them, reader could read say, politics not be bad thing. Say plenty people, they don't misunderstand Bible. Other poems them talk about the confusion and the what thing them way it happen for northwest and southwest regions for Cameroon. The book to talk about some social issues then. Fonka don't do some fine work, and for true, Dei Don Breik. This book get power for put people for correct road, and now the time for we for start give Pidgin all you respect. The book na book for all man.
People say I'm crazy. I got that.
Making the use of a language look like a taboo is a taboo itself. The different poems which touch on contemporary issues like corruption, war, marginalization, suffering, religion, and nature, just to name these few, do not leave anybody unbothered. This will serve as a great resource to scholarship, especially at the tertiary level, as it adds to the dynamism of poetic genre. Scholars of Cameroon Pidgin Creole, especially those concerned with orthographic development, will also find this book a very useful tool. And that was CRTV's Book in Focus. Interested in volunteering for Book in Focus? Get in touch at crtvbookinfocus@gmail.com or visit www.befacademy.org. Call or WhatsApp 242-14-4848 or 677-534247. We were technically assisted by Justine Oben, and for presentation, I am K.K. Bonteh.
Diamonds on the soles of his shoes. Diamonds on the soles of his shoes. Diamonds on the soles of his shoes. Diamonds on the soles of his shoes.